welcome to March. It is the middle of the month, but this month is packed. And there's two things that stand out to me for you, Leo. And it's Saturn moving into your 8th house. And it's Mars moving into your 12th house. Okay, this is such a wild combination. And let me tell you why. When Mars is in the 12th house, Mars is very impulsive. It's the planet of war. It's very sexual. It's very impulsive is the best word. So depending on what's in your subconscious mind, it's going to be very vastly different for all of us. Mars is going to stir it up just to see what's in there, just for fun. Okay, so it can go either way, okay? Good or bad. But what will be in there, your reactions, your feelings towards the happenings of your life might feel a little bit chaotic for, at first. Mars doesn't move into your 12th house until the 25th. The other thing, Saturn moving into Pisces in your 8th house. Your 8th house is all about transformation. Transformation in the Pisces version can be, a lot of disillusionment, a lot of emotional maturity, just growing. I'm not saying you're not emotionally mature. It's a lot of checkpoints on personal things, who you are as a person, what you're about, what you're doing here on earth, how you're moving through life, if you're being shady, if you're being honest, So Mars is only going to be there for a couple months until May 20th, until Taurus season. So from now until then, it's going to seem like lightning speed, okay? Don't be lost in the confusion of things, try to stay very grounded, especially with Saturn and Pisces. Saturn's going to ground you, whether you want it or not. And that's the thing. You might as well find your own grounding rituals, something to keep you stable during those not so stable moments. Neptune's also in Pisces. The sun is there. And reversing back to this past full moon that we had, you probably had some money things activated where you either looked at your spending and you weren't happy with it, or you came into new money and you're very happy with it. Where shall we start? Okay, so let's do some energy for Leo right off the bat. This deck is very communicative with me. Okay. Knight of Swords, 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. This is the beginning of your transformation. Notice how we go from 9 to 9. And let me show you these cards just in a little bit more detail. Just get you used to what Saturn's gonna, impress upon you is the details of things that you thought you might be able to overlook. Anything that has been overlooked is now in your face. And it might hurt, but it is all to build you up into who you've been trying to be, not who you've been trying to get back to, not that old version of you. This is who you are meant to be, okay? And so alchemy is what? Taking one, it's transmuting your energy. So if you're feeling rock bottom, if you're emotionally rock bottom, maybe you're rock bottom of some sort, if you're feeling that, it's it's a boost, okay? It's gonna boost you up into this place that you've never been before. That's very abundant, that's very secure and confident. And again, it might not feel that way at first. That's normal. It's almost expected, okay? If you can stay grounded through all of this, then you are 10 steps ahead. But for the next couple months, what Mars is doing is really just showing you what your mind has been ruminating on when your conscious mind is not paying attention. Moving forward. On the 16th, Venus moves into Taurus. This is in your 10th house. You might be having a lot of eyes on you. You might be having a lot of potential partners shoot their shot. Okay, you're very like attractive in the public eye. Okay, things that you're known for, things like that is very attractive. So it might even feel awkward because you're like, oh my gosh, like these people, do they know how much pain I'm in? Like, do they know that I might not want a relationship right now? Do they, because no, they see the outside, they see the beautiful parts of you, they see this and that. Because I think even if you're stressed right now, you're carrying it. My voice shakes. You might have to do some throat chakra balancing, don't we all? But this pain that you're carrying, I feel like you're carrying it with such grace and like such a great way that like really people don't know how much it hurts. Now, Leo, listen to me. It's not necessarily their job to like understand. Okay, as humanity, as like our consciousness, if you're watching this video, we're kind of beyond people needing to understand every little part of us. Okay, and that's not to say that you don't deserve someone that's loving and caring and that wants to get to know you and tries to understand you, because that is part of it. But part of the consciousness that's like coming in, okay, it's the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. So like this dream life that you think of, that you go to bed, wake up, think about it. It might feel like it's out of reach. It might feel like it's just a dream right now. But as you transmute this stress and this past pain and the endings that have happened, it's becoming oddly more reachable for you, your dreams, like your ideals. Oddly enough, it's becoming more reachable for you. Like what happens is, okay, we get these thorns in our side, we get this, and we eventually, like, we're carrying so much at once. The load is so heavy, and it's just like any relief feels major. Okay, be sure you're resting enough. Be sure you're like doing your self-care, your skin care routines. Sleep is so important. Sleep is very spiritual also. Ask your guides to, or whoever you pray to, whoever you communicate with, and the universe, whatever, it's all the same, right? Ask them to show you in your dreams what you need to know for now. Okay, some messages are going to be coming through your dreams. The Ace of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Judgment on the bottom. Like I said, this full moon might have had you looking at your finances, like I either want to keep doing what I'm doing, or I need to stop what I'm doing. And this could be moving from one job to the next, just making responsible decisions for yourself financially. I think last month we talked about being stable and like you just working on yourself right now. And so what that required of you was to speak your truth and walk away from some things, even if it was very like stable. If it wasn't aligned with your truth, you had to, make that call to move on to what is for you. And that's a very brave thing to do. I think, Leo, when you're brave, you're in like one of your highest frequencies. Okay, that's a lot of heart power Leo has. And your heart power is everything, okay? Don't play with your heart. Don't play with your heart. They told you to be savages out here because it sounds cool, and don't do it. Like, people, you're like calling yourself a savage. I just think that word, unless you're Rihanna, this cringy. Nobody's a savage. Like, if somebody's out here talking about like savages, they're confused. They don't know who they are, and they're in a lot of fucking pain. Period. Tower. The circumstances that arise in March are going to set off like a domino effect towards this dream life that you've been cultivating. Okay, we also have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, I'm feeling like someone from your past was not stepping into their highest self, and you might be dealing with letting go of that, or dealing with like seeing the idea of them and believing in that highest version of themselves, but not seeing it in the physical, in the 3D, and it might lead to like some disappointments. Again, like I said, if you walked away from something stable, okay, 5 of Cups on the bottom. I just saw that. This probably is somebody like from your past. They might be trying to get your attention by either, you know, they've leveled up in some way. They might also be working on themselves to like try to get you back, or to just like, I mean, they might, let's not talk about them, because the thing is the Queen and the King of Pentacles are out. And when I see this little guy right here, this isn't one of my favorite cards. It's kind of a womp 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 card. So that's, given the context that we're reading right now, I mean, it could be positive in another light, but that's just not what I'm getting right now. So when I see the Queen and the King of any suit together, it is like some soulmate energy. So you might very well have somebody that is meant to be in your life, that is stepping up into that place and becoming who they need to be. Not necessarily so y'all can be together, but so that everyone is just feeling whole and present and, you know, very much in their bodies, not like astral projected, half of their soul in and out of their body, like not all the way there. Let's talk about this Tower. Before that, after Venus moves into Taurus on the 18th through the 20th, okay, Mercury's going to be in Aries. The Sun's moving into Aries. The same day, there's an Aries new moon on the 20th. The Sun and the new moon. Same day. Okay. So this is your 9th house, your house of higher education. This is going to propel all the transformation. This is what you retain as a soul after your transformation. Okay, there is going to be some ego death, Leo. I'm not stereotyping. Ego is something that we all deal with. Hell, I had a hell of a time dealing with my ego for a very long time. And I still have to, you know, keep it in check. It's habits, you know, making good habits. And ego can be very confusing, but one thing is for sure is, you know, you're in your ego when you're not in your heart. You're not in your heart, you're in your ego. So I'm really feeling like strengthening your heart energy. Okay, if you know anything about manifestation, the law of attraction, the law of vibration, our hearts vibrate so intensely that it's like 1,000 times stronger than the mind. So if you are manifesting something and it's just like, you know, but yeah, put your heart into it. Ask your heart, like, what are you feeling right now? Why are we feeling this way? What do we want to feel? Like, you know, what's true? Like, it's a lot of disillusionment in Pisces season. Okay, and that means things that you thought were true that don't hold to the test of time. Things that were true for you at one point that are not true for you in this dream version of yourself that's literally just developing and baking for you to perfection right now. So all that's moving into Aries. Let's talk about that. What's that like for you? Like I said, it's in your 9th house. Okay. Yes, emotional maturity. You putting your emotions in places that give you great benefit in return, like substantial payback, substantial payout on what you're emotionally investing in. That means that you are taking care of yourself. That means that, you know, you're knowing your worth. That means that you're emotionally in a place where you can handle that dream version of yourself, okay? We started out with the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles, and like your dream self's talking to you like, you can't take that over here. That messy stuff, like you are not about to take that over here. And like I have the Queen and the King of Cups now. So there is like a super strong connection that you have with someone. I'm not saying it's like for you or it's not for you, but there's just a very much someone like aligned with you moving through these transits, and y'all might be separated right now, but it's so interesting how you guys are like both growing if you care, you know, if you care to know. Okay, so things get, you know, they smooth out a little bit. Remember, Mars hasn't moved yet. It doesn't move until the 25th. So after all the Aries stuff, the 23rd, Pluto dips into Aquarius for the first time since, well, I don't know the last time I was in Aquarius. But let's just say Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008. So now we're dipping into Aquarius, and I think you're going to feel that a little bit, especially in your, let's see, your relationships, your 7th house, your relationships and your work, which we've been talking about. Okay, so I don't really feel like I need to pull much on that because that's kind of what's already happening. That's kind of already the theme for you. And it's also going to retrograde later this year. So we'll talk about that as we go. I don't want to overwhelm anyone with information. I'm making all these videos so long. But it will be April very soon. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you can get your April reading as it comes out. Okay, I'm going to try to do them early so that like they're out by the time April starts. I want everyone to kind of be ahead of these energies so that nobody feels like, you know, they got whirlwinded out of some opportunities or like, you know, anything was missed. So definitely do that. If you want a personal reading, if you want to go into deeper, like your personal situation, my website's below. It's jaylatotarot.com. Email me after you get your reading. We'll have direct contact that way. There will, you know, and won't be any weird confusion. We can just talk back and forth if we need to, or if you don't want to tell me anything, you just want your reading, I still need your email so I can send it to you. Okay, I think I'm going to do a video on like how I do readings, like personal readings. Okay, because I do mini readings, full readings, and love readings, and they're all a little bit different, but you don't have to be present for any of them. I just have to have a way to contact you so that when I tap into your energy, do your reading, I record it. I send it to you through a private link that only you will have, and you can watch it as many times as you want, as many times as you need to. Okay, so you'll like have that forever. All right, and here's the King of Swords. There's going to be a lot of decisions made. It's going to be a lot of tough decisions made, and what you need to keep in mind is your self that you're pulling into. Okay, the relationship can wait, everything else can wait. Obviously, take care of your responsibilities, but so much is just crumbling down for you to be built the way you desire it to be now. Okay, I hope this helps. Send it to a Leo that you think would like this, and follow me on all my stuff. See you in April.